Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your mat and to class today. I am coming to you from a really living piece of Mother Earth. I'm at Crystal Geyser, which is near Green River, Utah. And this is a perfect example of how living Mother Earth is. And it may erupt at any moment. It's been gurgling, and I'm lucky to be here all alone. So I'm able to record this with you, and maybe some of the energy from the spilling of the water behind me and the energy from Mother Earth will help you with your practice today. So it might be a little bit more of an energetic practice because of the surroundings. So this is your wake up, okay? Let's get started in mountain pose. It's one of the best postures to experience the support of the earth and Mother Earth. So our feet are under our hips, heels are kicked out just a little bit so you feel pigeon-toed, your knees are turned in. Hands at your side. So if you want to receive energy, turn your hands forward. If you want to contain some of your own energy, you can have your palms facing your own hips and your own thighs. This morning I'm going to practice absorbing some of this energy that's around, and maybe hopefully it's translating for you. Shoulders are down the back, neck is nice and tall, pelvis slightly tipped. Close your eyes if you like. Matter of fact, you can feel a little bit more with your eyes closed. So consider how Mother Earth is supporting you. Your feet are on the earth. Gravitational pull is keeping you grounded. See if you can put your weight evenly on all four corners of your feet. Maybe you rock side to side, back and forth a little bit. Just a little bit to see how weight is placed. And see if you can just find that centered point. And we begin our ujjayi breath, which is that breathing in and out of the nose to build heat. As I've said before, athletes breathe out of their mouth to expel heat. We're trying to build heat in yoga. So on your inhale through your nose, your belly, your low belly gets nice and fat, expands very fully. And then on your exhale, pull the belly button in. Exhale and expel all that old dirty air, all that toxic air. And then on your inhale, big fat belly, diaphragm drops. And you fill up the lungs again. And keep that cycle at your own speed, with control, for a few moments. Then listen to my surrounding, the geyser that's been spilling out some nice lukewarm sulfuric water this morning, creating this beautiful orange cascade. Let's just gently flut your eyes open. Reaching up over your head, palms up to the sky, looking up, reaching up on an inhale. And at an exhale, tucking the chin, back stays tall, palms down. Inhale, reach up, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down, palms to the earth, pushing the energy back down. Inhale, raise up, look up. One more time, palms down, push that energy back down to the earth. This last time we're going to raise our hands up. Keep the hands up above the head. Interlace your fingers. Turn the palms to the sky and reach up. Look up. You can even raise your shoulders way up high to your ears. Trying to pull the pinkies down to the back. Really flattening the palms to the sky. And can you tip off to the right ever so slightly? The whole time you're dropping that left shoulder blade onto the spine, so you're not falling forward. You want to keep that armpit up to the sky, jut out that left hip, a lot of weight in the left foot. And back to center, off to the other side, jutting out the right hip, pushing with that right hand, that right heel of your palm. Trying to keep both arms straight, dropping that right shoulder blade back onto the spine. Back off to the right side. Pushing the weight into the right foot. Jutting that hip out. Up to center, off to the left. Jutting out the right hip, all the weight in the right foot. Back to center. Release the hands. Shake out just a little bit. And let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Chest expansion. So maybe your palms touch, maybe not. Straightening your arms, opening your chest, chin up to the sky, raising the wrists away from your hips. And leading with your heart, can you just bend at the waist, come down halfway, flat back. Now raise your wrists up even higher. And take a breath here. Are your shoulder blades really close to one another? They should be. And with control, slowly standing back up again. When you stand up all the way, release your hands, reaching up to the sky, hands up, palms out and down, pushing energy down. Beautiful. That was a great warm-up for this movement, which I like to do first thing in the morning. It's called Pada Hastasana. It's hand-to-foot posture. And I'll do the first sequence nice and slowly since we're standing. It's an energy. It gets your energy going. It uses almost every major joint and muscle. So we'll do the first round quite slowly, and then we'll follow a little bit of breath flow. Right hand up to the sky, left hand down. So we're not tipping to the side. It's not a side stretch. You're reaching as tall as you can and as low as you can, like you're pulling the opposite corners of a box, which is your torso. And then you raise the left hand up and the right hand down. Inhale, both hands up. You have a flat back with a swan dive down to the earth. Touch the earth. Reverse swan dive up on an inhale. We do 2 swan dives. Exhale down, flat back. Inhale up. Hands in prayer position down to your heart line. That's the sequence. It's that easy. Let's inhale up. Left hand down, right hand down. Actually, left hand down. I'm trying to do opposite, you guys. And then we inhale up, right hand down. Reaching up and down. Then both hands up. Swan dive to the earth, exhale. Inhale up. Very grounded with the feet, right? Flat back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Reaching up. Hands down the heart line. Just inhale up. Right hand down, looking down even if you want. Inhale the hand up. Left hand down. Reaching up with the right. Both hands up. Looking up, and then your swan dive. Reverse up. One more swan dive down. Flat back. Reaching up. Hands down the heart line. Let's take one last round of this. Gets your heart rate going too, doesn't it? Reaching up, looking up, right hand down. Up. Left hand down. Up. Flat back. Reverse swan dive. And we'll take our second swan dive to the earth. And reverse up. Hands in prayer position down the heart line. Let's gently close your eyes. Bring your thumbs right at your breastplate. Check in with your body. Check in with your pulse. Maybe you feel some energy from palm to palm. That should have raised your heart rate a little. And let's inhale the hands up, looking up. Sitting down into your chair. Seated chair. Arms are up by your ears, and you're sitting in your ski lift. Nice bent knees. You can feel the calves and the Achilles stretching here. Again, try and keep your weight evenly, balls of the feet in the heel. Can you drop your right hand to the back, left hand forward, turning your torso to the right. Reach forward, reach back. Abdominals engaged. Left hand up to the sky, turning the torso forward, back the other way. Left hand to the back. So your palms are to the side. Are you still squatting? Those thighs can handle it. Largest muscle group. Warming up. Left hand, both hands up. Back to the other side. Both arms up forward. Second side, second time. Really pull that left hand back, that left shoulder blade back. Reaching up, coming forward. Hands down the heart line. Let's squat down to the earth. Touch the earth. Straighten your legs. Maybe they don't get fully straight. Bend one knee. Then the other, feel that action in the hips. There you go. And let's step wider on the mat. So our wide-legged stance here. When we kick our heels out, tuck the toes in so we protect our knees. You're going to feel an internal rotation of the inner thighs and the kneecaps. Pelvis is tucked, your caboose is tucked, reaching up. Interlace the fingers, once again, palm to the sky, bending at the waist. Now push your palms towards the top of your mat, towards me. Come down halfway and hold. Get your hamstrings involved there, a little bit of a stretch. Engage your breakfast burrito. It's your responsibility, it's your body. And then come down to the earth, fingertips on the earth. Bend down as far as you can. If you're not quite at the earth, maybe you separate your legs a little bit wider. Planting your right hand right under your face, left hand up to the sky. Now pay attention to your pelvis here. We've got a seesaw effect going. Right now your right inner groin is probably stretched. We're going to switch hands. Off to the other side. You feel that teeter-totter effect in your pelvis. You got it. And reaching down other side. Left hand down, right hand up. So instead of switching hands here, take that right hand, sneak it behind the one that's on the earth and see if you can grab the outside of that left leg. Maybe it's the outside of the thigh, the knee, maybe you're down to the ankle. Depends how much you're bendy. Everyone's different. And look up. Release that right hand up. We're going to open way to the right side and then switch hands. Right hand down, left hand up. Same thing. Once you've planted yourself, we'll take that left hand, sneak it behind the hand on the earth, reach the outside of that leg. Knee, thigh, ankle, whatever. Looking up. And release. Open up to the left side. Both hands to the earth. On your fingertips. Bending the right knee. You might kick your heels in a little bit here. Left knee. Just these lunges side to side. If you have it in your practice to do a full runner's lunge, an Olympic lunge, go for it. Every body is different. We're just really opening up the hips here, the thighs, the calves. Now let's try my Spider-Man move, which I love. Everyone come to the right, bend that right knee, left leg is straight. Staying low, keeping that right knee bent, slide across the mat. Wow, that's very different. Back and forth, like Spider-Man. Climbing around. So easy, it's your body weight. That's it, legs are strong. Let's come to center, your heels are turned in, and let's come up to our goddess squat. Palms to the sky, pelvis forward, shoulder blades back. And in your palms are some ripe, drippy peaches, soft, fuzzy peaches. Shoulder blades holding the arms up. This is goddess squat. And reach up, straightening to five-pointed star. Back down to your goddess squat. Reaching up. Back down to the goddess squat. One more time, straightening everything, reaching the corners of the sky. Back down to your goddess. A little bit of a side stretch. Right forearm on the thigh and reach and look up under the arm, under the armpit. Are your thighs engaged yet, everybody? Back up to center. Left forearm down and reach. Really stretch that right arm straight and strong to the corner of the sky. Back to center. Off to the other side. center. Second side, second time. Those thighs need a break. I think mine do. Let's come to center. Stand up. There you are, your 5-pointed star. Reaching. Hands down the heart line in prayer. Bend your knees, a little bit of a hop to center. Find your mountain pose once again. Feet under the hips, heels kicked out. Open your hands, palms forward. Close your eyes. Internal scan. How's your heart rate? Can you sense your warm muscles? Very good, excellent. Let's step to the top of our mat. I'm going to go at an angle here so you get a little bit better view. We'll do a little bit of flow, vinyasa flow here. Stepping to the top of your mat. I'm starting our mountain pose. Reaching up, looking up. Let's swan dive to the earth, flat back. Touch the earth, come up to your half forward fold, hands on the shins, flat back. Exhale all the way down, hands on the earth, stepping back with the right foot, the left foot, plank. Holding your plank, top of a push-up. Abdomen engaged, push your heels back, stretching the calves. Exhale your hips back to down dog. Let's bend one knee at a time. Walk your dog. Even though our legs are warmed up, it's nice to walk your dog. Sets you up for your next sequencing in your hips. Still dog, everybody, so our legs are straight and still. Inhale your heels up onto the balls of your feet. Push your hands into the earth so your armpits come closer to your thighs. Lock your hips and arms in that way, and then just drop your heels down. Beautiful. One more time, heels up. Push the earth away. We're really trying to set and arching back, and then heels down. Beautiful. Looking up between your hands, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet up between your hands. Half forward fold. Full forward fold, Utkatasana. And reverse swan dive up. Reaching up, hands down the heart line. First sun salute of the day. Inhale up. Well, maybe it's not your first. I don't know what you've been up to. Down to the earth. Half forward fold. Hands to the earth. Step back your left foot. Then your right foot. Exhale your hips back. Down dog. Looking between the hands, hop or walk your feet up. Half forward fold, full forward fold, exhale, and reverse swan dive up. That's your full sun salute. And I'll add some options here. Inhaling up, exhale, flat back to the earth. Inhale, half forward fold. Now you can step or hop back somehow, find your way to plank. If you hop back to chaturanga. We're going to take our up dog or cobra. Looking up. Exhale your hips back. Down dog. Inhaling the right foot to the sky. Let's bend the knee and open the pelvis. Dropping the right shoulder, but pulling that right knee way open. Squaring the hips back. Look between your hands, not between your hands. Bring that foot forward right behind your right wrist. The left foot comes up a little bit at a 45-degree angle. We come up into our warrior one. Warrior one, dropping the right hip down so it's not jutting out. We want to square that hip to the front of the mat and to the earth, reaching up. Nice and strong. The back leg is straight and strong. Let's tip back just a little. Hands down the heart line. Down to the earth, stepping back to your plank. Take your vinyasa. Chaturanga to the earth. Up dog or cobra, whichever. Down dog. Inhale the left foot up. Place it behind the left wrist. Turning out the back foot. Warrior one, other side. So it's a little bit shorter stance than warrior two. Front knee is still bent. Left hip is down, not jutting out. Breathe. Back leg is strong. Shoulders down. Nice long neck, everybody. And arch back. Hands down the heart line. Stepping back. Take your chaturanga. You can go to child's pose or you can go directly to down dog and wait for us. No big deal. It's your practice. From down dog, look between your hands, walk or hop to the front of the mat, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Hands down the heart line. More options, reaching up. Exhale, flat back to the earth. Half forward fold, Ardha Utkatasana. Utkatasana down to the earth, stepping back with the right foot, with the left foot. Go to down dog or take your vinyasa. Whatever suits your fancy. Meet you in down dog. Let's inhale the right foot up. Place it behind the wrist. We're setting up warrior one again. Right foot forward. Come to standing. Elbows down to cactus arms. So it's a long neck, shoulder blades are close, elbows are back. Back leg is straight, you got your base set, right? Now tip the back of your palms back. As you arch slightly back, you're going to look up to the corner of the sky, leaving the shoulder girdle the way it is. Now reach to the back corner of the sky, straightening your arms. Feel that stretch and strength in the low back. Shoulders are strong, belly's engaged. And gently release, hands in prayer down the heart line. Down to the earth, take your vinyasa. Meet you in down dog. From down dog, inhale the left leg. Same thing, other side. Coming up to warrior warrior one, left foot forward. Set your base, same cactus arms, elbows down and back, so our shoulder blade, this is a real chest expansion if you feel that, when your shoulder blades come near each other right on the spine. Tipping back, palms back, and then reach back. A nice strong open chest so you're not hobbling around the market when you're 90, hunched over, or heaven forbid in a chair, zooming around the grocery store. Let's come forward, hands in prayer down to the earth. Step back. Meet you in down dog. Looking between the hands, hop or jump forward. Ardha Utkatasana, half full forward fold and then full forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Hands down the heart line. Let's take a break. Breathe. Check out your pulse. Check out your energy level. And let's bring our hands down to the earth, stepping back onto all fours. It's not a class without some cat and cow, right? So our palms are under our shoulders, fingers are spread, knees under the hips, tops of the feet down. Inhale your belly, chin and chest up, tail up, push the earth away, and then exhale, pull the belly button in, round, tuck. Inhale, drop the belly, chin and chest up. Exhale, round, arching the back. Push the earth away with your palms. Inhale, belly, down, chin and chest up, tail up. Exhale, round, last cat. And come to a neutral spine. Spinal balance to keep our yin and yang and our left and right brain talking. So we're going to reach the right hand forward, palm to the midline, kicking the left foot back, spinal balance. We've warmed up our back for sure. Use your glute to keep that leg nice and high. And release. Left hand forward, right foot back. Strong, engage the belly. And release. I'm going to do some variations here. Back to the right hand and left foot. curl and tuck your hand to your kneecap, round into your cat and touch, and then extend again. Curl, exhale, touch, inhale, extend. Curl, round and touch, exhale, extend. Now we're going to put the hand on the earth, but not your leg. Your leg's going to cross over, tuck your toes under, and push your heel back. You feel that stretch in the calf. Chin up and looking to the right to see if you can see that foot. Feel that long stretch up the left waist and the left side body. And from here, just drop that left knee down so your legs are kind of crossed on the earth, top of the foot down, leaving the hands where they are. Sink your hips back between your heels. Front knee might roll off the mat, but that's fine. This is great to engage digestion. If you've been on a plane for a long time, or car, or desk chair. I love this one. It's a great diagonal hip stretch. Inhale forward, release, unwind your legs. Let's try the other side. Left hand forward, palm to the midline, kicking the right foot back. And we're going to round and curl, exhale, touch the kneecap. Curl up like a bug and then extend like an eagle. Exhale, round. Extend, inhale. Last time to curl up. Extend. Left hand to the earth, crossing the right leg over. Curl the toes under. Push back so your heel is really stretching that calf. Maybe your chin is up and to the left to see if you can see it. Drop the knee down. Sink your hips back between your ankles. Nice long side body on the right. Inhale forward. Unwind. Let's touch our big toes, knees as wide as the mat. Sink your hips back to child's pose. This is always a great posture for a reset. Your shoulders are square, your hips are square. And if your forehead is on the earth or on the mat, maybe you roll your forehead left and right a little bit, stimulating that third eye, the intuition, the gut instinct. Find your connection with Mother Earth, all that energy. Receive it. Use it. And let's inhale forward and bring the whole body down onto the mat. Front side of the body all the way down on the mat. Coming into Sphinx. So our elbows are under our shoulders. And you can tell that they're under your shoulders. This is a extension of the spine, and it's very, very gentle and easy because it's your own body's flexibility and lengths and all that. That's how geometry works. We all have the different body lengths, right? If your elbows are wide, you can see my arch. If my elbows are closer, I get much higher to my full extension. And you can tell where that is by lifting one hand and seeing if the heel of your hand touches your forearm. It wouldn't touch if it's over here, so you're pulling it in, right? Once you've set your elbows and they're right under your shoulders, your big bare paws are on the earth, spread fingers, isometrically pulling your rib cage and chest forward and your elbows back. Nothing's really moving on the earth, but you feel that tension, that resistance. There's your Sphinx. Can you lift your chin up? Look over your right shoulder to see your ankle or someone else's. Chin up to the left. Chin up to the right. Chin up to the left. You know, all these cars have backup cameras. But what if it goes out one day? You want to be able to turn your head around, right? Hands under the shoulders, nice and close, elbows close to the body. We're going to push up just a little bit for a small cobra, and then exhale down. Inhale, chin and chest up. We're strengthening the back here. Exhale down. Inhale, chin and chest up. I'm going to keep going. If at any point your back hurts back off to the stage prior, but I'm going to keep building here. Maybe you lift your legs off the earth. Maybe not. You can leave them down for the rest of this whole sequence if you want. Hands off the earth. Cobras don't have hands. Breathe. I know you're laying on your lungs and diaphragm. Take your breath where you can. At any point, drop your feet if it's too much. Hands back behind, palms to the sky, shoulder blades close. Smile. Smile inside. Maybe your hands come to the side like a bird. And then, of course, the longest, diving into the pool. Long length, strong back, and gentle release. Hands under the shoulder, legs down, pushing up into a child's pose. Knees are tight, touching one another, round the back, curl, and sit your hips back. Opposite stretch. Once again, it's the yin and yang. You extend and you flex. You do back, left and right, left and right. We're trying to stay balanced here. So from your child's pose, sweep your arms behind you and grab the bottom of your heel. Forehead is on the earth. We're going into rabbit. So actually we're trying to get the top of our head on the earth. So if you can tuck your chin and get the top of your head or your forehead down, pulling on your heels, at the same time lifting your hips up. Really lifting your hips, but pulling on your heels, arching the back for your rabbit. And release the hips. Let's come up, reach up to the sky. That's a little bit of a free head rush there if you get your head below your heart. And we'll come standing on our knees. If you're on a hard surface, you can always double up your mat. Some studios have wooden floors, some are carpet. I'm on a rock. I'm on some iron or mineral, I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Hips forward, knees under the hips. This is for camels, so we're putting our hands like in our back pockets with our heels right at the arch of our back. Elbows close, chest open. The whole time we're not collapsing the hips back, we're pushing the pelvis forward and lifting up the sternum. Looking up, leaning back, pushing hips forward, elbows together. And let's come up, release. We're going to do that again. If you want to stay at that level, that's great for all you high flyers out there and you want to go a little bit further. Curl your toes under. Maybe you reach one of your heels. And maybe you reach the other, or you can do other. Opposite, opposite. Maybe you got both. Play with it. It's your body. Pelvis forward no matter what. Chin and chest high no matter what. If you're reaching to the sky with one hand, you're still got your pelvis forward. You're still opening your vulnerable side of the body to the sky. Whenever you're ready to come out of it, it's helpful to put your hands back on your hips and you gently come out of it. Tops of the feet down. Curl up, release the back. Nice job, everybody. Let's come back to where we're going to be seated on the mat. I'm going to turn mine. We're going to spread our legs wide. So if you're on a hard surface, you might pull your butt back off your mat so your heels can be on your mat. I don't like my heels on a hard surface. It distracts me because my heels hurt a little bit and I can't concentrate on releasing and relaxing. So pull your... I've got all this orange sand. It's everywhere, but it's wonderful. It smells great. Or very organic. So pull your seat behind you so that your pelvis kind of tips and you can sit up straight. Feet are flexed if you can. You feel what happens to the back of your legs when you do that. You're here spending your time. You might as well get the best out of it, right? Sitting up nice and straight, reaching up, Let's drop the right arm down, side stretch. Look up under the arm. Inhale up, both arms up. Side stretch. Inhale up, both arms up. So you set yourself and then tip over. Looking up under your arm. Both hands up. And both hands up. Let's stay here for a moment. So now I'm calling this opposite use, so let's see if we can get this right. Let's see. Yes. Left hand down on your thigh, fingers to the inside. Right hand's going to go just below your knee, fingers to the outside. Drop that left shoulder forward, pushing a little bit. You're just doing that inner thigh, pushing with your palm to drop that shoulder. The right hand is kind of pulling you around. You feel that? Lean forward. Feet are flexed? Yes. It's funny when I mention it, you flex them again. And I'm not even there. Coming back up. Right hand now, changing positions. Dropping the right shoulder, lean forward, pushing with that left hand so you twist. Maybe you look back, over your left shoulder even. And breathe. Flex feet. And release back to the other side. If you're super flexible, if you have long arms and short legs like me, it's just the combination I got. Maybe you release that left hand and reach it out to meet the other hand, or grab the right foot. But if you're not doing any of that and you're just twisting and pushing and pulling, you're doing it fine. This is just another level for someone who's not quite at their ledge yet. You want to get the most out of your practice, so you find these second and third levels as your body allows. Release, back to the other side. Once again, right hand inside the thigh. So we're pushing and twisting with the aid of our arms. If you have it in your body to reach that right hand and continue it across, go for it. Try and exhale some softness to something that's resisting. And release, come to center, coming up. Let's reach up, look up. Hands in prayer position down your heart line, and just drop them right in front of you. With flexed feet, let's just see how far you can inch forward. There's no prize for any of this, no gold star. It's just your body. Maybe your elbows come to the earth, maybe not. If you have blocks or pillows or something handy at home, these props help us. Are your feet flexed? Let's take a couple breaths. Maybe you stack your fists and get your forehead to your fists. Or you have those blocks and pillows that brings the earth closer to you. You never know. Forward folding is very difficult for most people. It's called the fold of the witness, and most people witness tight hamstrings, right? What are you witnessing? You're witnessing, I wish James would take me out of this wide-legged fold. So let's bring our hands up, and your wish is my command. So, hands behind your hips. Now instead of thinking you can slide your legs together using your inner thighs, not a lot of muscles there. Think about using your upper thigh, and your leg is up and in. Up and in. Much easier. And let's come in, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees and say, ah. Drop your chin and curl up. That's so nice. Just place your hands by your hips and a little bit behind your hips. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. So your pinky toes are on the earth or carpet or wood or whatever you've got, and drop your knees to the right. Now you see how my legs are lined up? I'm not like this. Get that foot over there. That's when you separate your feet. This is windshield wiper. That's Sanskrit, by the way, windshield wiper. And while your knees are to the right, your chin is to the left. Very glamorous Hollywood pose. Marilyn Monroe here. Next time your knees are both to the right, let's leave them there. Bring your weight forward. So now you're sitting on the earth, right? I keep dusting my hands off. Take that left knee. Push that foot back, 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 back until you've really opened that front left side. Sitting up nice and straight. You feel that? Maybe you rock your pelvis forward and back a little. Keep those hips happy. Unless you're thrilled about a hip replacement. Or maybe you've had a great hip replacement. Modern science, right? Left hand flat, facing the earth. And we're going to turn to the back of the mat and we're going to reach back to the right to the corner of the sky. You feel that stretch all the way from your pinky down your elbow, armpit, rib cage, hip. And keeping twisted as you are, let's bring that left hand down to the earth. So you're bowing over that thigh. And back up and forward, leaving the feet wide. A couple windshield wipes here. You can do this in bed. You don't even have to get out of bed to do this one. It's a great wake me up in the morning. Next time your knees are to the right. Oh, sorry, left. My right. Taking that right foot back. Opening that other side pelvis. Let's rock that hip a little. So you can feel that motion you're after. Planting the left hand, right hand, coming around as we twist. Reaching to the back. Nice and long. And from here, let's drop that right hand down to the earth. Bow down over that thigh. Let's come back up. Unwind, plant your hands. Windshield wipe. I feel good. Don't forget your chin is opposite your knees. It's very high drama. And very good for you. Oh, let's bring the soles of our feet together. Nice sandy, sulfury, orange feet for butterfly. Sitting up nice and straight, shoulders back. You can grab your ankles, you can grab the outside of your feet. If you're really into this, you can put your thumbs in the arches of your feet and open your feet like a book. Maybe you lean forward with your forearms on your knees or calves so that you can push them down a little. It's a nice opening to the hips. Now let's do some twisting. So take that right foot across your body. You got it? Left foot comes across, planting your foot on the earth nice and flat. And trying to drop that left hip down. Left hand goes right by that left hip. Right hand comes forward, hugs your knee and thigh as you twist off to the left. You can take that left hand and grab your burrito and pull your rib cage and flesh past that thigh maybe. Left hand is very close to your back so that you can sit up straight with a flat back and your chin goes all the way to the left. Even the eyes all the way to the left corner of the socket. Pulling that left shoulder blade back, hugging your knee. If you've got some more twist in you, maybe you take that right elbow on the outside of the knee, make a little nice mudra. Certainly not required. If you're at your limit, you're at your limit, and that's exactly what we're after. without compromising your twist. Can you turn your chin to the right only? Pulling that left shoulder back. Did you untwist your body? No? Okay. This is like twisting the whole spine. Deepak Chopra says a healthy spine is a key to wellness. And think about it. Support your whole body and your nervous system and fluids, the connection from your brain to all your body parts. Chin back to the right, or left rather. And release, turning off to the right side. Fingertips down, and just unwind your spine a little bit. Untwist. Nice. And coming up, second side. So we take our left foot bent across the front of our body. Right leg crosses over. If you have to pull your furniture out of the way, men, do that. Don't want to hurt anything. Sitting up nice and straight. Right hand right at your right hips. Left arm grabs your shin, grabs your knee, and you twist your body off to the right. Shin all the way to the right. Again, if you're a little bit more loosey cooked noodle, you can take that left elbow on the outside of your leg. And from here, without marginalizing your twist, pull that right shoulder blade back, turn your chin only to the left. Eyes all the way to the corner of the socket again. Chin back to the right. And let's slowly release, turning off to the open side of the body on your fingertips, a little bit of a bow. You got it. And coming back to center, release. Let's extend our legs straight out in front of us. It's a lot of hip opening, a lot of stretching. Let's see what a forward fold feels like now. This should be a little easier that our hips are open. If your knees micro bend, that's perfectly fine, no big deal. Shimmy and shake, make it easy. Let's walk our hands back. And you thought you'd never get it, right? Let's lay on our backs. Pulling the knees into the chest, one hand on each kneecap. Getting the low back on the earth, rocking the knees left and right, giving a little massage to the low back. And from here, let's place both feet on the earth. We're coming into bridge. So your feet are very near your hips, as wide as your hips. Palms are down on the earth, arms at your side, pushing your forearms and arms into the earth. Inhale your hips up, nice and high, pushing your pelvis to the sky. That's a great opposite stretch after all that twisting and curling up we just did. And from here, slowly roll your vertebrae down back down one vertebrae at a time, till you really literally can try and feel each vertebrae rest. And when you get to the low back, tip up your pelvis to try and get the low back. And then when you get your low back, drop your tail. One more time, push into the earth, inhale up. Let's bring our hands together behind our back, interlace your fingers, walk one shoulder blade, then the other a lot closer to one another, hips high, pulling your wrists towards your ankles, kind of opens your chest a little higher that way. Very nice. Let's unlace our fingers, spread your shoulders, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Once again, know your spine, know your body, get familiar with how it moves. And last time, let's push our hips up. Putting all the weight in your left foot, hips nice and high, all the weight on the left foot, shoot that right foot up to the sky. Circle your foot on your ankle one way, then the other way. Foot down, left foot up. Circling the foot on the ankle one way, then the other way. Hips are high, right? Left foot down. Once again, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. When your low back and tail is down, let's pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself one last hug. Knees up nice and high. Extend the arms out like a T, straight off your body, palms down, knees are nice and high. Drop your knees off to the right for a spinal twist. And maybe that right hand goes on the outside of that top knee. And maybe you turn your chin to the left. And here's where you really want to relax and let go. Spinal twist. After all that movement, after all that warming of the muscles, lubricating of the joints, here's where you get to take advantage of it. Left hand out like a T. We're going to release, bringing the knees up. If you need to recenter your hips, feel free to drop your feet, kind of square your hips again, and then knees up high into the chest and drop them off to the left. And maybe the left hand offers a little bit of weight and pull on the outside of that top knee. Chin off to the right. On your exhale, just try to release something. Maybe you twist a little deeper. Maybe you feel an adjustment. Cancel that chiropractor appointment. And when you're ready, release that knee. Come back up to center. Square yourself off. And let's come into Shavasana. So we extend our legs out onto the earth. Spread your feet a little bit wide, maybe as wide as your mat. Let your feet and toes just fall to the outside. Arms at your side, palms up in a receiving way. Or maybe you feel the energy of Mother Earth. Turn your palms down. Whichever you prefer. Slide your hands a little further away from your thighs so that your shoulders get a lot more contact with the earth. And take your well-deserved Shavasana. Soften your forehead, your cheeks. Your lips may part. Your throat is soft, chest is soft, belly is soft. Your organs are going back into their natural location. Thighs are soft and open. And sink into the earth with every exhale. Feel like you're on one of those memory foam mattresses. You exhale and you just sink a little bit deeper. And at the same time you feel lighter. Like maybe you don't even have an idea of how you're being supported. Follow your breath. Listen to the noise from this geyser around me. Take a few minutes, and I'll call you back from Shavasana. You can certainly stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I'm going to lead the rest of you out of Shavasana slowly. Take deeper and more conscious breaths. Shavasana can never be too long. So it's up to you at this point. If you're coming out of Shavasana with me, rubbing your fingers and thumbs together, wiggling your fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Maybe you turn your head side to side slightly. Let's bring our legs together on the earth, raising your arms up over your head on the earth. Big, long stretch. Stretching the right side and the left side, nice and long. And on your next exhale, bring the knees into the chest, hands on each kneecap. Roll your body off to the right side, the feminine side, since we have living Mother Earth right around us. And gently pushing yourself up to a seated posture when you're ready. Taking mindfulness of your body. And when I close a class that I've practiced outside, I like to end with this. And the sun never said to the earth, "You owe me." Think of what can be done with a love like that. It can light up the entire sky. So take your love and bring it off the mat into the world. Practice your higher level yoga when you leave the mat, and you practice your flexibility and strength and balance and concentration in your daily life. Thank you so much for joining me today at this Crystal Geyser. Who knows, it may explode before I leave this location. Let's take our hands way up to the sky, looking up in prayer position, hands down the heart line to your forehead. May you always know your truth. Hands at your throat chakra. May you always speak your truth. And hands at your heart. May you always live your truth. Thanks for joining, everyone. Namaste.